One thing that you talked about was just one of the things that was different now is that there's like Bitcoin layer twos. You know, there's L2s now. How do you see like there being so many L2s kind of helping enhance what Bitcoin can do when it comes to maybe speed?
Yeah, I mean, we all know like L2s in general, like that's one of their main value props is kind of increase the speed and the flexibility that the L1 doesn't have in a
Yeah.
way. So um, I obviously love to see it. I think in terms of Bitcoin L2s, there was, I mean, a moment obviously where there were too many and like there was a big rise and everything and everyone was in L2.
Yeah.
Um, I think it kind of started condensing down a little bit. I think there's a few more pronounced winners, I would say, in the space, and I think that's also how it will work or will end up being. Like you'll have a handful or maybe a dozen or maybe 2 dozen of like really good valuable BTC L2s where activity happens, because if you have hundreds of them, I think it's going to be too complicated and like no one will will know and find their way through the ecosystem. But I think, yeah, let's say a dozen or 2 dozen of good BTC L2s, if they all function very well together, and they're very easy to move in, like in and out of these different L2s, I think that's kind of how it will end up being, like a very vibrant ecosystem. Different applications, different use cases, maybe on different chains will be more important. Um, and Yeah, I think the L2 ecosystem. I mean, there's been a lot of kind of debate, right? Like like so a lot of Bitcoiners, original Bitcoiners, say that like, yeah, it's not supposed to be this way. Just keep it the way it is. Like, don't try like other crazy stuff on top of it. Um, but in my opinion, it's good. Like, it will increase adoption. I think it will increase usability. Obviously, you have to kind of keep taking the low risk type of route, I think that Bitcoin has taken in a way. Be kind of careful with what we do, but yeah, look, the innovation I think is there and is unstoppable at this stage, and yeah, just curious to see how it all will play out.
I
Um,